Keep that bit in.
With milk. Welcome back to our beautiful show, to our beautiful hundreds and hundreds of fans that tune into these videos. My name is Daniela. Your name is Guaylo.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me.
What's the name of this podcast again?
Music Is It Good Though?
Yeah.
Is what we call it. Where we look at different music that's coming out, usually week by week. Sometimes we go back in time a little bit. You thought this
Physically back in time.
Yeah, sometimes we jump in our time machine, see what's out there.
I thought this album was recent, but it turned out it was August last year.
Yeah.
But I only thought it was recent because there was an article on BBC or something about it.
Okay.
So I thought, it must be recent. But apparently they're just really late on reporting stuff.
They're just about as good as us, aren't they? So before we dig into the album, tell me, what have you been listening to over the past week?
Not much, because I've concentrated on hamster capture. But I have listened to the new Metallica song, Screaming Suicide, which, again, is absolutely awesome. Love it. I'm so looking forward to the new album.
I mean, I'm not really a big Metallica fan, but that one sounded pretty good. I did quite like that one.
Yeah.
Like, when you send me Metallica links, it's usually like, oh god, here we go. But yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
so
it's really good.
Credit where it's due.
Yeah.
For me, the usual highlight of the week from the different albums I've been listening to, one that I know you won't like, it's Holy by Beck. Came up on the 1001 albums. And I already knew the album very well anyway, because when I was like 18 to 20ish, I was very into Beck and just listened to like all of his albums that were out at that time.
Beck era.
And Beck era, yeah. Other than that, nothing really jumps out big over the past week. Just Holy was a really good one.
Anyway, we're not reviewing Beck.
No, we're not. Bringing us on to today's album, which is Demi Lovato.
HOLY FVCK. Don't know how you pronounce that.
Just for clarity for this, because I know Demi's someone who has changed the pronouns a lot. From what I understand, she goes by she and they currently. So no haters in the comments saying, you said she, but she's called they. She goes by either.
They. How can you be they?
Not binary.
Plural.
No. If I was to say someone's left their umbrella here.
True.
Preconceptions of Demi before?
Very... Well, to be fair, I didn't really know a lot of her. I thought she was just like... Was she in Disney? Was she a Disney person?
I want to say yeah. Disney or Nickelodeon or something.
Seems like a Disney person. So I just thought she was like Miley Cyrus or like an American Idol person. So I wasn't holding out much hope. So when I read the article that led us to review this album, it said it's like metal-ish, hard rock, pop rock. I thought, I've got to look into this and see what it sounds like.
So it's that article entirely that led you to want to listen to it?
Yeah, I'd never have gone, Demi Lovato's got a new album out, must listen to this.
Yeah, fair enough. Again, pretty similar to what you said. I don't really know. I couldn't tell you any Demi songs other than the ones I've heard off this album.
No.
There might be songs that I have heard that I didn't realise was her.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no real preconceptions other than Disney princess.
Yeah, I thought
assume.
it might be bad.
Yeah. I know she seems to be, at least from the news articles online, a bit of an annoying person.
Is she? Wow.
Yeah. There was a whole thing where, I think it might have been last year, where she went on a massive crusade, got all of her fans to try and shut down this cookie shop in America, because this cookie shop sold like low sugar versions of the cookies, or like low fat versions, and she was saying that's triggering for people with eating disorders and stuff. And they were like, well, we've got full fat ones, we've got low fat ones. If you're going to find cookies triggering, don't walk in the shop.
Yeah.
Like,
That's someone who's very overly sensitive.
yeah. But like, I think her fans, from what I understand, are very much like Blackpink fans, like Taylor Swift fans, where if Demi or any of those artists say something, they all just jump straight on, no questions asked.
Dangerous. It's like a cult.
Yeah, it really is. And that led to like loads of abuse for this family who were just trying to run a cookie stall. Calm down. If you don't want a cookie, if you think that it's going to trigger, like, fair enough if you've got an eating disorder and stuff. But, don't go there then.
Yeah.
Like, that's the easy trigger avoidance there.
That's just turned me around on the whole album. I hate people like that.
I don't know how much of that is, like, she might have been quite unwell at the time. She might have, because she's in and out of rehab and stuff. And she sings about that.
I was going to say, like, those lyrics, are they actually biographical or...
I mean, without knowing too much about her, I think so, because I've definitely read... I'm pretty certain she does have an eating disorder. I think she's opened up about self-harm and stuff in the past, and drug use. I think drug use, it might have been alcohol, I don't know. But I think she has spoke about how she's been in and out of rehab and how she's not the most mentally well person sometimes. Which, like I say, like I wouldn't want to judge her on this one thing that I've read online, because we've all gone a little
She's
bit...
evil!
Yeah.
Burn the witch!
We've all not been in the best headspace at times, where we might have said things that we wouldn't have said at other times, and we don't...
Just a cookie shop owner.
Well, we don't all have massive armies behind us, where if one of us was to tweet something or put an Instagram thing like, I don't like this shop, there'd be like 8 people that see it and we move on with life.
8? You wish.
Wouldn't want to judge her solely on that. However, that's the sole thing that I know about her, so...
Turns out she's a nonce. Let's cut that out. We've not done the album cover for a bit. I assume that's her. Having no idea what she looks like.
Yeah,
She's lay
like
on a
her.
cross bed, dressed in bondage gear. Mm-hmm. So, not the pop princess thing.
Yeah, it seems... Maybe she's not been pop princess for a long time, I don't know. But it
Apparently
feels...
she's a big departure from
Oh, is it?
her other albums, anyway, musically.
Right. So it might be like when Miley departed a lot from the pop stuff and was swinging around in a bikini on a wrecking ball sort of thing.
Happy days.
Does it entice you? Do you want to listen to it?
Well, to be fair, no, because even if I saw that, I'd think, oh, Demi Lovato is just like really pushing the sex, but I wouldn't think, oh, that's going to be a hard rock record. I'd think it was just going to be a slut record.
Slut record.
Yeah.
Slut rock. Is
Yeah.
that Book Cherry?
Probably, yeah.
It is what it is, isn't it? It's her lay there, bondage doll up, lay on a cross. I guess, is it supposed to be Jesus-y? Not like in
Yeah,
the...
I guess so, in the pose, like her legs are that way.
Yeah, it's not like saying it's Christian rock, but...
Definitely not Christian rock.
She's paying for her sins or something. I don't know. I'm reaching.
Yeah, she'll pay for her sins anyway. I assume that's what she wants you to think.
Yeah, what do you think of the album then?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Loved it, yeah. It's like one of the best albums I've heard in ages.
High
Just because it
praise.
came from a really unexpected place, and then just every track was just amazing. I haven't listened to it that much this week because I've been preoccupied, but I was looking forward to listening to it again. And even after only a couple of listens before, I could pretty much remember every single track on there.
Lots of earworms then.
Yeah, as if it had been with me for a while.
It didn't blow me away. There were a couple of bits in it where I thought, well, what are you even on about here? Like, there's a song called City of Angels where one of the lines in that is like, you call me they, but I'm still daddy's girl. And it's like, coming back to the non-binary stuff, people call you they because you asked them to. So I don't know where she was going with those lyrics. The vocals were very good a lot of the time, but I don't particularly like the really high-pitched...
Oh god, yeah. There is part in one song where literally she does that and it goes through you because that's just dominates your head, and it's that bit is horrific.
Makes your eyeballs shake when
Yeah.
you listen to it. Other than that, the music to me was... At times, it reminded me of like Nickelback's new album, in the kind of like hard rock, slightly leaning into metal at times. Other times it reminded me of like early Avril Lavigne. It's like easy listening pop rock. Yeah. Although I was thinking on the drive here, like saying that it's pretty good, is it just because, am I speaking from my own bias with I like lots of other music that's like that? Does it add anything new? I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably don't add anything new, but it's very hard to add anything new in hard rock and
Yeah.
stuff anyway, because it's just those instruments.
Listening to it, I enjoyed it. But it was also an album where it was easy to forget to listen to it. I wasn't particularly looking forward to listening to it like you were. It was more, oh, I've not listened to it for a few days, let's go back again. What did you make of that first one with Youngblood? Because I know you don't like Youngblood.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Like, as soon as I heard the song, I didn't actually realise it was with Youngblood at first. But then obviously I heard another person singing in it. Yeah, I just thought it was really good, and that just set the path for the rest of the album.
Yeah, it was one of my favourites on the album. Was it called Freak?
Freak, yeah.
Yeah. Top 3 for you?
Difficult because I liked a lot of it. I think Feed, that was
Okay.
a really good one. Eat Me, and probably Help Me.
I'd never heard of Dead Sarah before. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'd heard them. They're a band. I've never heard But I've heard of them, I've never heard them play. But yeah, all of it, I could... To be fair, I don't remember the song Bones, so maybe that was bad. But yeah, how about you?
I really like Freak. Then I think the one straight after it, Skin of My Teeth. I liked that one. I liked Dead Friends, the one where it's kind of reminiscent about people that have died. Which, strangely, one of my favourite songs by Against Me is also called Dead Friends and is the exact same premise, like reminiscent about people that...
Did you find the lyrics, or if I'm reading them weird? I'll just get them up, but it sounded like weirdly braggy.
What, like you're dead and I'm not?
Essentially, yeah. I'm breathing in and out, they don't. I watch the sun go down, they won't. I'm waking up right now, and they never will.
It depends how you read it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
I'm doing it, but they're not.
I didn't hear it as that. It's only now you're saying it, I can see what you mean.
I mean, the rest of the song, it's like, oh, I missed them. But other than that...
Any songs that you hated?
No, I didn't hate any of them. How about you?
Musically, there was nothing that I hated on it. It just grated me a bit in that City of Angels from what I've already mentioned before.
What are your pronouns, just so we
She,
know?
her. Yeah.
Okay.
There was musically nothing that I hated, but that was the only thing that did grate me a bit. Other than, obviously, again, as we've already mentioned, the screeching vocals at times.
Yeah.
Which,
I don't know how they listened to that and thought...
a lot of the time, the vocals were really good for a rock record. It's just, like, to say the screeching vocals makes it sound like, oh, you don't want to listen to the vocals on this, which isn't the case. It's just every now and then, she just goes hell for leather, and just, like, how high-pitched can I go? And
sounds like Chipmunk.
It sounds worse than a chipmunk. A chipmunk is squeaky. This was screechy. This was banshee. Screechy. Putting a number on it?
9.
9. Wow. Okay. I was sitting between a 6 and a 7, so I'll go 6.5. I did enjoy it, but I'm not sure I'll be going back to it. It's good music, fun to listen to, but it's not really got staying power for me.
Staying?
It's not got staying power. Hashtag staying power. Yeah, so that'll bring us to the end. Music, is it good though, based on this week? 7.75 out of 10 for Demi.
Though.
Pretty good, yeah. Next week, I'll put it somewhere on the screen what we'll be reviewing, and we'll decide in a minute. All right, leave me alone. Bye then.
Bye.